Hello everyone. First off, sorry for me being in bed and for my appearance. I broke my foot and I just got out of surgery, so I'm not in the best shape to be sitting or standing anywhere. But getting into part one, I mainly worked on my own in this class, but by watching everyone, I learned how diverse everyone is in their thinking and how they interpret everything when it comes to the theories from the conversation in the lectures. I feel like I also have evolved over the semester, mainly in my thought process over specific intricacies that are talked about in each of the theories in terms of like how we communicate. I think back on how these theories, how I've seen them go in my life, so I think back on those times and it kind of makes me think of it differently. This is because some of those theories on communication I use in my everyday life, like my friends, my family, significant others, my coworkers, and even my professors. With working by myself, I didn't really find many cons, mainly pros, mainly because I have a busy schedule, so it's easier for me to schedule time to do assignments on my own. And to be honest, group work kind of gives me anxiety because I'm not saying my group was going to be like this, but I just prefer depending on myself instead of others. With the weekly check-in, it gave me the opportunity to see what I have learned from the readings and how my interpretations how they come out verbally. What I learned about myself and other classmates is how we each interpret various theories in our thought process, to when we have to relate it to something personal or how we can relate it to something in our lives. What this semester has been like for me in this course has been very eye-opening in the way we communicate and the effect that we have on each other. With the lectures, especially like in conversation form, it helps you interpret a theory in the context of a conversation instead of just reading it. Now to part two, my dear pre-semester self. Before the semester, I was anxious about attending a new university because I had transferred. I was anxious about learning to adapt to new buildings, professors, and departments, and counselors, so I was looking forward to seeing what my life at a new university was going to be like. My life had some serious adjustments, and has evolved since the beginning of the semester, mainly because my courses and work ethic, I had to learn to stay on task. This class might seem complicated because you have never taken a class like this, but I assure you will do just fine. You should be excited because you have applied to several internships for the summertime in companies that excite and interest you greatly. You will make good friends in most of your classes, and you'll find that to be a good thing because you were able to do even better in your courses because you all help each other out. Something not so great is that you will get sick the week of your finals, which makes it hard for you to concentrate and rest properly on your work, but with enough rest you'll do fine. An even more unfortunate thing is that you will break your foot and have to be bedridden for a long time. So maybe think twice about not looking where you step with heavy things in your arms. The lecture between both professors are engaging and give great insight on the theories you learned about because they are talked about in conversational context rather than just reading over text. One of the biggest takeaways I learned from the theories was the me, I, and selective exposure. The I being that I am not aware, and the me is when you do become aware of what you say and how you say things. Selective exposure is when one makes certain excuses to get away or not think about one's reality. I am applying this theory in many ways, one being that I must always be aware of what I say and how important it is to be aware around others. Advice I would give myself to give my pre-semester self would to be watch the lectures twice and take notes on what both professors say because it will help you fill in the blanks on doubts that you have. I'm applying these concepts to my life, being more self-aware and mind what I say. Some other advice I'd give to myself is to do everything with enough time because you never know how hard something can turn out to be. You will learn to interpret and incorporate these theories into your everyday life, and it will be able to help you communicate more effectively and possibly help others with the communication skills as well.